your current creature's AC.
They're weirdly squishier in their beast shape.
It's easier to hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your armor doesn't carry over, does it?
Nope.
Like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There are some pieces of equipment that adjust transformation stats, but
it depends on the equipment. It also depends on what you're getting, and it's not guaranteed. That's what I read, at least. But it's also not that big of a deal because I get 2 transformations as bonus actions because I took the Path of the Moon. So I can literally, even if they knock out all 63 HP on my owlbear, my next turn, bonus action, I'm a fucking owlbear again with 63 HP again.
And I gotta reiterate, just sheer minion count you can easily get without even trying on a druid is insane.
I haven't done anything minion-wise.
You get, by endgame, like 2 minor elementals, like 2 other elementals. You get your woodland spirit. Your woodland spirit can summon another minion. You got 6 minions running around.
You're talking about like spellcast. Yeah, I saw some of those. I think I just got to the level where I can do a minor elemental or a woodland spirit. I don't think I could do both because I only have 1 level 4 spell slot.
Yeah, I mean, I can't hype it up enough because Druid carried me through a lot of that game. Just like as soon as I got Jaheira and Hellsman, the game became so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, if you take the magic route instead of the beast transformation route, which I took the beast transformation route, your spells are fucking crazy from what I was reading. But I like the idea of turning into a big fuck off bear.
Me too.
And I mean, by level 5, I could turn into an owlbear, which is a big fuck off creature.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that the whole time, just fucking owlbear.
And their attacks in those forms are really good too.
Oh yeah. It does limit, like, there's been a couple battles where I'll run out of beast transformations, like, we'll get swamped and everybody will just knock her out of her form. And then she'll get knocked out of form again, and then I can't transform again, and then my character's kind of like, what do I do now? I've got some decent spells, but I haven't really focused on it nor built around it, so she just kind of stands there and whacks people with her stick.
Yeah.
But it's still not bad, because she's still got a 21 AC, so she can still tank a lot of damage and not even get hurt. And her staff hits for, I think, between 6 and 11, and I can activate Shillelagh, which allows her to hit for, like, 8 to 14.
Yeah, it's a really versatile class.
I go from, to hitting like a mid-sized car, and I could only hit once instead of twice, but she's still not horrible for being knocked out of her key roll.
Yeah.
Sounds more like a sedan. At that point.
I was going to ask something. Oh, did you guys listen to... Oh, Dan. I uploaded the Audacity for last week's section. I don't know. Did you get it? Did you see it?
It wasn't there by the time I rendered the episode.
My bad. I probably waited a few too many days.
Because I had it... I mean, my goal, and I'm normally there, is I'll get the episode uploaded, like, we play Fridays, I'll get it. The episode goes live the morning of the day we play. So, like, last Friday, or on Friday, that morning, the week before, went live. So, when I posted the links in the one chat, I looked at that point and it wasn't in there.
I'll try to do it a little bit quicker this time. I don't know what happened. I guess I just lost track of things, and I just got caught up in other things, and I remembered it, and then I did it.
I mean, it's easier. I have all 3 of you, because then I can just completely disable that one track. Otherwise, I have to go through and, like, disable it only when, like, you're talking and use your track and stuff like that. Which I think there's a way that I can just, like, cancel it out, but I haven't dealt with it too much.
Okay, I also have to ask, did you guys actually listen to that last Audacity thing that got posted? like a month ago.
The one you
No?
did on your own?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
listened to that
Dan
one.
uploaded it. He did all the hard stuff. I just read it. And
I even did my whole writing stuff for it, I think.
Okay, cool. Because I've got a lot more, and I'm probably gonna try to record some of it and give it to Dan in the near future. If you guys like that, I'll do more of it.
I mean, I listened
Alright.
to it when I edited it.
Oh yeah, there's no rush. There really isn't. It's side content, supplementary material. All right. Are we all ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good as long as Twitch is good.
All right. I'm gonna hit record on Audacity. Oh, also, the Roll20 soundtrack. Is it loud? Is it too loud? Loud enough?
It's good for me. Did you change it?
Well, sometimes I change it because I adjust the volume on my computer, and I've tried not to change it since I changed it last.
Background music to me, so it's good.
Kind of quiet for me, to be honest. But I can hear it.
I just want it to be there enough to set the scene.
Yeah.
There we go.
Did you?
Bumped it up a pinch.
Yeah.
My headphones are going too, though, so like I can only hear out of one side of my headphones.
Well,
That's fine.
double check your settings then on Roll20 on the tab. Do you have it on at 100%?
I don't know. I just looked at those. I couldn't figure out how to change it.
Hit the setting, go audio and video. Master music volume level.
Oh, I had it at 39.
That would be why. I have mine at 75
better.
and it's a good spot, and that's why, like, if Donnie turns it up, then I have to turn it down. You have to turn it down, whatever. So it's easier for. Basically, it's easier. The GM keeps it consistent, and we adjust.
Mhm.
So you're gonna turn it up, Kenny, and I can bump it
Yeah,
back
I'm
where
good.
it was.
I'm good.
Just
I got
leave
it.
We're good.
All right,
Don't touch it.
just leave it.
I already adjusted.
Okay. Okay, leaving it. All right, are we ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Last time on Powerless, our heroes, after defeating the Capital Commandos, a team that was planning to enlist in the arena, they decided to go to the Intercontinentalists themselves, taking the place of that team, but they listed themselves as Team Gizmo, while speaking to Ramsey, the moderator, who was acting as the referee for this arena con. Outside of visiting a few kiosks, our group didn't do a whole lot else. They're still making plans for how to tackle the coming days of the arena. They did take a long rest, considering the battle against the Capital Commandos did win them quite a bit. And they bypassed the entry exams by paying it off. Since it was so late in the day, that was an option that was afforded to them by Ramses. Now, on this day, they do have their first portion of the tournament that they have to decide what they're going to partake in. And that brings us to now in Powerless.
Hello, everyone in podcast land. Thanks for joining AD&D for the next episode of Powerless. Donnie did the recap already, but I just want to say hi and thank you for listening. All right, back to you,
My
Donnie.
bad. I did it again. I think that's
You
what I
sound
did.
like
last.
you're getting sick too, Bork.
Yeah, I've been coughing the last 2 days.
Shit, my sister and my brother-in-law too.
It's just been fluctuating in temperature so much, like it won't stay below freezing. And so with me going in and out of the house with taking the dog out and stuff like that.
Yeah. Did you guys get hit by that big ass storm that came through or no?
Well,
I stayed in.
we got more snow on Friday or Thursday, Friday. It wasn't as much as the beginning of the week.
Oh, then you didn't get hit by that superstorm then. There was some sort of superstorm that went through.
That was the beginning of the week. If it's the one that it's the one that I know of, it was the beginning of the week.
I don't know when it was supposed to happen. I just knew it was supposed to happen.
Well, the one at the beginning of the week came from like Kansas all the way, and it went all the way to like DC. Like Pennsylvania got snow.
Yeah.
DC got, that was the beginning of the week. We got like 4 inches.
Nice.
Yeah. Kay didn't have to go into work on Monday. I mean, I work from home anyway, so when I can. They're pushing in the office, but they're like, yeah, don't worry about it for these 2 days. Our road didn't get plowed until like Wednesday. I miss Wisconsin plowing.
Yeah. They get plowed before we start shoveling most of the time.
Just like, yeah, down here it's more like, yeah, we'll just wait till it ends and then we'll send them out. And when it's like, a 12, 16-hour storm, yeah, there's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I remember last time Man Bear went and got, he got some equipment, and then Sledgehammer, he's the one who's going to be fighting today, or doing the challenge today. But him and I grabbed a little boozy drink. Well, he grabbed a boozy drink. I had a shot, and then we got some nice good old plastic to eat beforehand.
Yeah, that was
they had a 3D printer.
I'm
Sorry for the incomprehensive recap. I actually didn't write one this time. I was recalling it from memory, so. But yeah, that all happened.
That brings us to like this moment, I suppose.
Yeah.
I know the one thing that you said is like the chef was like, yeah, maybe I'll add some oil, and I'm concerned what kind of oil.
Yeah, I don't even want to ask.
Not like avocado oil, like coconut oil. No, like used motor oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going to be a loaf of depression flavored plastic soaked in 10W30.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember mentioning that there was another kiosk that was yet to be visited. Chadwick did mention he was interested in investigating the Force area quadrant of this stage because he thought Angelica Justice might be there. You know that there's a lot of NPCs around this place. You guys have some time before the event actually starts to walk around and try to see whoever you want to see. So whoever wants to go first.
I think we were still in conversation, weren't we, Sledgehammer?
I can't quite remember what about. I know that shot didn't treat you well.
Oh yeah, yes. That's right. It did not treat me well.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Maybe I just need to walk it off.
Yeah, be careful. There's a lot of stairs around here. Might not be the best place for that.
So overall, my plan is to go to the 3 corners of the kiosk, and the 4th corner is where someone I may know is. So my plan was to go there during the action. Hopefully that people would be more distracted and figure that everyone would be there at that point. So
You're hoping someone can put on a show.
yes, I mean that brings it to you. So I'm gonna walk with you and kind of like get to know you a little more while you prepare, if that's okay with you.
Sure. Let me select the character. And yeah, just sort of meandering around. What do you want to know?
Zoom tight.
I coughed. I go.
Oh.
Thank you though. So I explained to you. I'm like, yeah, I'm a little nervous because this friend, Angelica, Justice. I'm sure you know that family.
Actually, wait and roll perception real quick before you continue this conversation.
Both of us.
Sparkstorm, just you.
Hang on. I need to pull up my perception. A 12.
The guy you passed looked familiar, but he didn't quite notice you. Anyways, you can carry on.
I do a double take.
You look back, and it's one of the refugees you escorted through the subway.
Kind of forgot about them.
We're helping them in, right?
Yeah, you were helping them in. They were in the caravan with you guys, too.
At that point, as I double take, I'll be like, hold on. And I go back, I'm like, hey, glad you made it safely. Because we kind of left them after we got through the doors, right?
Yeah, you guys left them on their own.
So yeah, I approach the guy, I'm like, hey, I'm glad you made it safely.
He looks at you, he's like, oh, it's you? Oh, my savior. This place is, I want to say, so much less dangerous than Duet, but different, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. It's so nice to see you again.
Yeah, I just wanted to stop, or I saw you, and I'm like, yeah, I just want to, say hi and just sit. Glad to help you guys, and I hope you have got some footholds going on in here.
Actually, about that, there hasn't been any place to sleep or rest or just stop and not be questioned. The only safe place has been in here in this arena, and there are guards patrolling constantly. Me and my friends have been hiding in the bleachers for the past day.
I don't know what to tell you, really. I'm not from around here, so I can't really point you in a direction.
Well, actually, if you had time, we'd have another thing that I would ask you to help us with. We would be willing to pay, of course. There's been a building outside of this arena that actually has a door on it. Most of them don't have doors, believe it or not. But it's patrolled by some sort of automated guard robot. It's big. If you could just take care of that, me and my friends could hole up there in between these matches instead of hiding from the guards constantly.
That might be possible. I'd have to think about it. I'm in the middle of something, but if I can make my way out there and talk to that guard, maybe we can. The coast will be clear for you.
Oh, it's not a guard. It's a machine. It's a walker. It's some sort of arms transport vehicle. Literally just designed to kill. Last time we got close, my friend over there lost an arm, and he points way across the stadium towards the other side of bleachers.
Yeah, like I said, and I do quotations. I'm like, talk to them.
Oh, subtlety. I see what you mean.
But yeah, maybe my friend who's a little quicker might have some better advantages over it. But I'll see what I can do.
Very well. I wouldn't want to impose too much on you. You've already done so much for us.
So yeah, happy to. Yeah, I'll let you know if I find anything. So.
Very well. He nods.
And then I head back to join up with. Or turn around, meet back up with Disco.
Friend of yours.
We rode the same caravan on the way in. There, a bunch of refugees from Duad coming to this city.
That sort of thing happened to you a lot.
Well, we take advantage of transportation when we can.
So anyway, what did you want to know?
Yeah, so my friend, she got pulled out of school like what was it, a week or two before we came in here? Otherwise,
I think it was a week.
It was right before the mechanoid attack.
yeah, I say that. It was like she got pulled out of school like coincidentally right before the mechanoid attack and just disappeared.
So it was between 3 weeks and 3 months ago?
Like 2 weeks.
2 weeks ago? Okay.
Ish.
She got
I
pulled.
forget how quickly time moves here.
She got pulled out of school. Like she disappeared out of. She wasn't in school like 3 weeks ago, and then the mechanoid attack happened 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so I went to go check on her, and then like she wasn't. No, like their place was like abandoned.
Netta, you do remember that her room seemed to have had an explosion happen from within? The wall was blown open, and there was no sign of body or damage outside of just property damage.
Okay. Yeah, that I do remember that now. But yeah, I tell you, I'm like, yeah, I haven't been able to find her, so hopefully I'm able to. I want like while you're performing, I was gonna go talk to them, and they're at that point like they're just up ahead. Unless you want to join me, but do you know much of the family? I mean, they're a very important family, and am I right? Like they're just that's General Justice's daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah, meta-wise for you, Sledgehammer Disco, the general who's basically in charge of the biggest superhero organization in the world, his daughter attends the Century City High School.
And I've heard
And
the
her
name.
name's...
I haven't met these people. At least, not knowingly. Who knows if they have some sort of alter ego.
Well, anyways, that's why I'm a little nervous. You know, the butterflies and such. Although I'm feeling better after that drink. Am I, DM? Is walking...
No, you're not. You've been walking like 10 minutes, and it was a pretty strong drink.
I tried to.
Well, I meant like the butterflies. The butterflies have subsided a bit.
Actually, you feel a bit emboldened since having that drink, so I think it might have actually helped you if you're trying to socialize.
Well, I'm socializing with him just fine.
Physically speaking, though, you do feel a bit debilitated. Charismatically speaking, not so much. You feel great.
Oh, liquid courage for a reason.
The other issues that you're having with that drink we could fix. Let's stop back at our lodgings real quick. I can just drag myself over there, right?
Yeah, I'll say that there's another set of stairs here right under this tower you're standing in front of. and it leads back to the lodging area.
We'll just
wildly suspicious tower.
we'll just for the sake of game's sake, fast travel back.
Yeah. Like,
Also, the bodies are gone. Actually, you haven't. Yeah, you're entering from this side. Ping over here. There's another hallway similar. And you see all the bodies are completely gone.
well, I mean, you can't leave those lying around. You'll get a stink.
Well, they're machines. I don't think they get stinky.
There's
I've
pools of oil still laying there.
I've worked with some machines. You'd be surprised. You let the smoke out, they can make an odor. Yeah, I'm gonna not waste any time and just walk with purpose through that room. No need to revisit the scene of the self-defense.
So what plan of action do you have to help me get over this?
Just splash some ice water in your face. It doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me.
Alright. I go in, I find like a sink or something. Hopefully it's cold. Or
It's a sink.
fridge, freezer. I don't know what they have here.
It's like some sort of weird hose / faucet.
Is there any sort of ice here or anything? No.
No.
Alright. I splash cold liquid onto my face. Colder.
It's room temp.
I try it. It's colder than my body temperature.
Roll fortitude.
God. $19.
Not bad.
That
Oh, wait,
seems
no,
to have
no,
done the
no.
trick. White
9.
water.
Sorry, that's my save DC. My roll bonus is 2, so 9.
Oh, only 9. The water is warm, and it doesn't do much to help you. If anything, your face just got wet.
Well, I was trying to keep them from puking on their shoes, but we'll see what happens. How much, I suppose, what's, frequency up to?
I'm still kind of wandering around after I bought my shit. I didn't really have anything planned after that.
We can move over to you for a bit if you want. There is one more kiosk you haven't visited.
Sure, I'll visit it.
All right, move your token.
I don't know where it is.
It's lower left-hand corner.
The last place we
Lower
were.
left-hand corner. Yeah, wasn't that where I was?
Yeah, but
That's
there's
where I
another
bought my
kiosk
shit.
on the upper. Yeah, you bought your Fade armor from this guy over here.
Yeah. Well, you didn't tell me where to go. You told me where I was.
Oh,
You asked where
oh,
you
it's
were.
up here.
I said, where do I go?
Oh,
Up to the left.
up here.
There we go. Bam.
As you're making your way there, roll perception.
Give me a second. Gotta figure out what my perception bonus is. Perception. Where is it? Where is
Individual
it?
skills.
+7. $17.
Bring yourself back down here.
Back down where?
I'm pinging it.
Bam.
As you're walking, you notice somebody who looks like one of the refugees that you escorted through the subways.
Cool. I kind of just wave at him.
He waves and it
Oh,
looks
no,
like-
no, no. Hold on. I take that back. I actually do, if I remember correctly, there was a gunman among them that I actually took a liking to. So I ask about him.
Oh, that soldier?
Yeah.
He enlisted in a team here, the Capital Commandos. I think he was hyping them up.
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
There's no way in hell. I'm not talking to the character. I'm talking to you. There's no way in hell you let me kill somebody I know.
Um,
Especially not without telling me that I know this person.
Time to come up with another name.
Okay. Yeah. He said he was going to look for them, but didn't know where to find them. Maybe he's wandering around here somewhere.
Oh, okay. I just kind of shrug and I go, it's like, I know those were the Capital Commandos, but I didn't recognize me. And this guy would have known me, considering we walked through the sewer shooting shit together. So I don't think I killed him. I better not have killed him, because that would be a dick move for my character, man. Yeah, all right, cool. Well, if you see him, let him know I'm here. And tell him to stop looking for the Capital Commandos. Because he's not going to find them.
He was really interested in finding them. He said he wanted to become a moderator.
Well, cool. That's all well and good. He ain't going to find them.
Oh. All right. He says a little confused.
Be confused. That's all he needs to hear.
But-
What? Go ahead.
I do have a favor for you. You've helped us out a lot.
Depends on what it is.
Probably something you're good at. It's fighting. Or something along those lines. You see, me and my friends here, since we've gone to the capital, we haven't had a safe place to lie low. This arena is constantly patrolled. It's been hide and seek in between matches nonstop. Brad, the matches are fun to watch. We'd like a chance to just take it easy. Now, the problem with that is all the buildings outside of this place, they're actually empty. I mean, they don't even have doors. But we found one. It actually has an inside, but it's constantly patrolled by a giant guard robot.
Cool. What's this got to do with me?
We're hoping you would resolve the existence of this thing.
Dude, I walked your lazy ass through a sewer.
I know, but we pay.
It's not about money. It all depends on whether or not I have a reason to actually do this, and I don't see a reason.
What would be a good reason for you?
If you had something I need, if you had information I need, if you could point me in the direction of what I'm looking for, any of those things.
Ask me something. I might have an answer.
Shit. I actually know what I need to know based on what we're doing. Trying to think if there's... give me a minute to think. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to know other than what I already know.
By all means, only help us at your convenience. You've done so much already. And he bows.
I was actually talking to you, not the person.
Oh. Well, what do you say to him?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a question.
Come back when you're ready for one. He's a robot, too. He's not going to be that upset if you just walk away.
Ah, cool. Okay, I'll do that then.
All right. He nods at you as you leave him.
Boop.
All right. You visit this extra kiosk, and you see another merchant standing there
Uh-huh.
with another refugee.
Uh-huh.
It looks like he's about to wave and say the same exact thing to you.
Okay. What about the merchant himself?
The merchant standing there, same as the last one that you saw, except this one looks more vacant expression, more robotic.
Okay.
Something about the black market one was kind of off. This guy is just straight up staring into space.
Cool. I like the kind of off one. He smiled at me funny. I kind of just wave at the robot, kind of figuring he's going to say the same thing his buddy said, considering they've been needy since the moment we met them. And then I approach the merchant. I go, what do you got for sale?
Ah, you see, we have sports merchandise and memorabilia. Like it's kind of jarring how quickly he changes from staring into space to looking right at you and going into
Mhm.
monologue. See, we sell statuettes and miniatures of notable figures here participating in this tournament, including the challenger, the radical hunk, the defender of the title belt, Joser, the moderator, and Lord Anubis himself and the new queen. Collect them.
I look at the one for the new queen, and I want to make sure it's Gizmo Girl. So that's my suspicions, but I want to make sure I recognize her as Gizmo Girl.
Roll a perception.
Okay.
$17?
No,
Oh, 23.
23.
Oh yeah, her face is definitely Gizmo Girl. She's wearing something more technologically, like it looks like it's studded with a whole bunch of circuits and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But her
But
face
it's
is
her.
Gizmo Girl.
Cool. I look at the merchant and I go, do these things do anything, or are they just cool looking?
Oh, any true fan would realize the importance of simply collecting merchandise such as this and storing it around for other admirers to appreciate. Or, he raises an eyebrow, to sell once the material appreciates in value.
Yeah, I'm totally not a collector. I got a buddy though, who's a bit of a kid. He might be into this kind of shit. I don't really play with action figures. I give him a wave, and I kind of leave.
Oh, but wait, we do sell more than that.
Oh, what's that?
If you are participating in any of these matches, we do sell gear that could give you the leg up on your competition.
That doesn't sound like memorabilia at all, you little
Boarding
grifter.
equipment. Boarding equipment.
I look at him and I go, I just spent a bunch of money on my armor, so I'm gonna have to pass, but I will let my friends know about this. That way they can make the decision to come up here and spend their money if they so choose.
Very well. Sort of marketing. Thank you for your patronage today. And he nods.
I go about my business. I actually go to look for the guys. I figure me and Chadwick can sit and watch Disco, do his groove thing.
All right. You do have the gridometer still, and it still works. So
Mine didn't work when we got here.
it didn't?
No, you said mine got shut off. Chadwick actually experimented on his to get it turned back on, but you said mine turned off.
Yeah, both of ours turned off. They didn't work in here.
Oh. That makes sense. Your gridometer doesn't work. You're going to have to look for him on your own.
Kind of what I planned. I figured I'd head towards our regular area where we have housing. I figured that'd probably be where they'd meet up anyway.
All right. Take you about 10 minutes to walk your way there. You do see another, well, actually less. You see a stairway over here.
Over where?
Top north portion, right next to the giant tower. Right here.
And then pew.
Yeah. So you get there pretty quickly, actually.
Where'd my guy go? There he is. And then pew.
I would assume, timing-wise, that he would get there as I'm walking out of the room.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That'd be a convenient
Okay.
time. He would see
Sounds good to me.
Sledgehammer waiting in the hall as I go in to splash liquid on my face.
So you guys all meet up.
That wave. How's it going?
Kid's a lightweight.
Well,
How
he is a
things
kid.
It could be better, but I'm feeling pretty good.
Child, you gotta learn how to when to drink, children. Unlike us adults. Now, mind you, I'm only actually 21, so I just learned how to drink myself.
Well, I have reason to believe that Angelica is here.
Oh, the girly friend's here. I wonder if my girly friend stalked me here, too. I wouldn't put it past her.
Well, yours would have stalked you here. Mine disappeared before we came here.
That is right. I do remember this.
So I was gonna, after the event started, I was gonna go. Apparently, they're in one of the corners. As
Yeah, the force booth.
yeah, I was gonna go see if she's alive.
Well, I will join you, and while we're on our way, we can watch this disco groove thing get his move on. I kind of do like one of those really corny disco moves.
In the middle aisle.
Yep.
Yeah. Sure. You know, the DR doesn't affect my feelings, right? All
You don't
right.
have that emotional damage reduction?
Nah.
No, you gotta invest in that shit, man.
I think that counts as elemental, right?
Yeah, I would say that falls in the same ballpark.
Yeah, I've only got half as much DR in that. Alright.
All right. So you guys pretty much spend the remainder of your time waiting for the tournament to begin.
I'm gonna take a little
Yeah.
nap. Maybe sleep some
Yeah.
of this off.
Essentially.
Just to be clear, you didn't want to. Nobody wanted to mention anything to anybody else about maybe a sporting goods shop.
Oh, yeah. I do that. I tell them about the memorabilia place where they can buy shit to help with the events. I also tell them about the black market that sells a little bit of everything.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I figured I won't need much myself since it sounds like I'll be piloting a bot. For
And then I'm gonna be running, so yeah, I should be fine.
All right. All right. You guys wait out until the beginning of the event, and it's going to begin in like about 5 minutes. You guys going to walk out, step into the arena, or whoever's
Yep.
participating?
Yeah, I'll head out.
We'll start
all
walking towards Justice Corner.
As you head out, Disco, you see that four corners of the arena begin to transform into what almost look like dance rings. And as you enter the arena, you see somebody out here. Sparkstorm and Frequency recognize him to be Ramses, and he's meeting all the contestants.
is that at the bottom of the screen?
Yep. Hold on. Got some sprites I gotta find. There we go. Boom. 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 There we go.
This seems important, so I'll zoom in.
All right. You see everybody kind of lined up. First, looks like to be a lady in advanced purple garb. Ramses kind of introduces her. He takes a few words with her, just kind of enlisting her into this match. Here we have Cleopatra. Oh, let me get in voice. Here we have Cleopatra, representing the defending team under Joser. Step into your corner, Cleopatra. Oop, I gotta turn all these into map layers. Yeah, I forget how moving these tokens around is definitely
Right click them.
right click them.
Mm-hmm.
Layer
Should
map
allow
layer.
you to move them.
There we go. Oh well, now I can't click it and move it.
No, you have to go down on the bottom left to map layer, and then you can click and move it.
Oh shit! I didn't know about that.
Yep, that's how it
Huh.
works.
All right, and then tokens. Oh, good to know. All right, cool, great. Yeah, see.
That's so
just
you
learned
don't
that.
accidentally click on anything in the map layer.
All right. Representing the Ravagers, looking to achieve freedom. Representing their team leader, Big Sword. Step into your corner.
I was just thinking to myself, I don't think he changed them all the map layers, did he?
No, I
Probably
didn't. I
not.
didn't change any of these map layers.
Except for the one he was having problems with. Should probably do them all at once instead of every time you forget to do it.
Yeah. And representing the upcoming challenger, the lauded Team Force, the Radical Hunk. Step into your corner. And Team Force, Radical Hunk kind of like does a backflip and like sprints all the way up to the top right. And state your name. He says to use Sledgehammer.
I pull out my medallion, flash the light, I'm all discoed out. Sledgehammer Disco. Nice to meet you.
Do you really have a catchphrase?
No, it's just, meeting the guy for the first time. First impressions are important.
I'm all
Nice to meet
discoed
you
out.
isn't exactly a catchphrase. Oh my
I'm all
god.
discoed out. It's disco time.
I mean, discoed out seems like the end of a night when he just like passes out.
Yeah, like you just got done.
He, like, kicks off his shoes, jumps into bed. I'm discoed out. Starts snoring.
And your team is Team Gizmo.
Yeah. Pull out the little competitor badge, Team Gizmo.
And Sledgehammer Disco with the dark horse of the tournament, Team Gizmo. Step into your corner.
How are we already the dark horse?
Is where we're not
You guys
known.
arrived the very last.
Oh, I thought dark horse meant like the evil people.
No,
No.
it's like the underdogs. The underdogs that take over, and they're the dark horse. They could pop
Or the
out.
least known or the least understood competitor.
Yeah.
Mystery challenger. All right. And with that, you see the tournament kind of shift and change shape. No. Meta, he did forget to mention something. There are no rules against attacking. So if somebody does that to you, don't get thrown off guard. That being
somebody
said-
tries to punch you in the face, don't feel bad.
That being said, points are distributed based on performance, not damage or who you kill. So do put on a good show. And with that, all right, the arena transforms. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, round one.
This isn't
Sledgehammer
copyrighted
Disco.
music, is it?
No, it's not. It's royalty free.
Did you double check?
It's by the same guy who does all the royalty free music for Roll20.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they had disco on Roll20.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds very familiar. The only reason I said that is it sounds very familiar to like the disco in like the That 70 Show episode.
Yeah.
Anyways, the lights show up on all the competitors. Everybody's watching you guys. Sledgehammer Disco. Roll a performance check.
All right.
Or if you want to do something else, you can do that.
That's a 26 performance.
Hot damn.
Nice.
Holy shit. That's excellent.
I figured since it's the only dance most of these onlookers are likely to know, I'll do the robot.
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
mean,
if
feel
that's
free to be
culturally
original.
insensitive, but it felt right.
I'm pretty sure that's racism.
all right.
In this world, yeah, probably.
All right. Okay, and with that, you see Cleopatra. She's doing ballet. me a second.
1,000.
Or 2, or 3, or 4. I have to actually check these guys' stats. Ooh. Everybody in the crowd kind of scratches their head. What is this? And with that, the big sword guide, he actually starts doing the robot too, to mimic you. Seem to be working for you.
I mean, imitation and flattery. You know how it is.
You can't do a proper robot if you don't know how to pop and lock, though. I don't know if these actual robots know how to do that.
As they like start purposely disconnecting servos to make the movements more janky.
Gets an 8. Ooh, that's not great. And the radical hunk, he begins breakdancing. I gotta put where I'm keeping the scores somewhere else, so I don't have to keep double checking this shit. Give me a second, guys.
You could add them to turn order, and then you can just change the number in the turn order. And instead of using it as a turn order, you could just keep the track of the numbers there.
Oh, I'm adjusting some stuff on the sheets.
Okay.
Turn order is not a bad idea. I keep forgetting to do that.
I mean, if it's like on like a big like jumbotron type of thing, then it'd be cool for us.
All right, I'm gonna put Sledgehammer Disco in there.
Because I'd imagine like as scores are getting sent out, then people would be able to follow along in the crowd.
Okay, how do you add to turn order?
You just right click the token.
There we go. There we go. Excellent.
Music stopped. That face.
It did.
I gotta put that shit on repeat. There we go. All right, and with that, big sword. Did he roll? Did he do anything yet? Oh, Hunk started breakdancing.
Yep.
All right. Ooh, with a good 20. You know, everybody's kind of cheering everybody on. It's looking pretty good.
Okay, so after the first round, if people are cheering in the crowd, I want to. I was just saying how you added his number. Like you could add the numbers for everyone else if you want to in the turn order.
All right. Adding Sparkstorm.
No.
I'm gonna cheer for Sledgehammer, and kind of like try to persuade the people around to cheer for Sledgehammer too.
You should also be inching our way towards the force area.
Well, I was gonna wait till after the first round. I
First round is over.
I expected it to be multiple.
You see,
But yeah,
you hear Ramses gives some sort of commentary. He's hyping up the challengers. You see that the stage is kind of transitioning. You guys have a bit of a window before the next turn begins.
Basically, in the best way that I can do, not like inspiration, but like using my cheering, I want to try to give a bonus to Sledgehammer, like helping. I don't know. I forget what's that called in D&D.
Inspire. Let's call it Inspire for this occasion.
I'm actually pretty sure that is what it's called.
Is it
But
Inspire?
yeah,
Help action. It's also called the help action.
Yeah, the help action. So I'm as this first round, as the crowd's starting to cheer, I'm gonna like try to get a chant going for Sledgehammer or something like.
What's that disco chant? Ooh, ooh.
You can do that.
Wait, hang on. When our groove hits a wall, who do we call? Sledgehammer! When the groove hits a wall, who do we call? Sledgehammer! When our groove hits a wall, who do we call? Sledgehammer! And so I'm like trying to force that chant to get going across the crowd.
Ooh. Roll inspire. If you're taking it, if you're helping along frequency, you roll it with advantage.
Yeah, I'll help, obviously.
All right, you start chanting too.
Yeah.
Inspire bonus. Oh, God. I need you to roll 2. A 16.
Okay, everybody starts to kind of like look at you in between looking at the competitors. It doesn't look like they're like judging you. They're kind of thinking about it. Some people look like they're smiling a little bit, like, yeah, that's pretty catchy.
I don't have any sort of inspiration bonus.
Wait, do we get advantage if we're doing it together?
I'd say so. Whoever wants to lead gets to roll their modifier.
You can, because I got nothing.
Well, I need you to roll it and try to beat a 16. Because my second roll did not work.
Got an 11.
That's fine. 16 works. You know, you got people's attention. They're not quite following your cheer just yet, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna be more aggressive about it. Is it performance or persuasion? Do you want me to roll to try to coerce them?
Inspire. Well, if you're trying to coerce or anybody, it would be one by one. And it'd be persuasion.
Oh, but if I'm trying to like encourage a whole group around us to start chanting it, it's inspire.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm struggling, so I'm like, well, frequency, this isn't going too well. But I'm gonna just keep it up until the next round starts, and then we'll move on to our objectives.
No, I was following you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, in the time between round 1 and round 2, I was gonna try chanting, hopefully to give inspiration to Disco. You know, when he starts hearing the crowd chanting, he might feel a little better and get confidence. And so then after round 2 starts, then you and I will head to the force area.
Sounds good to me.
Well, with that, round 2 begins, and you see the platforms have started levitating towards the center.
Hope you got some AoEs.
Or just some crazy defense, because I have a feeling you're going to get Disco kicked in the face.
All right.
Yeah, falls back, do a tip up, and then that a reversal. That'll be even hyper. More hype.
Sledgehammer, you get to go first. You're gonna roll performance
Alright.
or attack, whatever you want to do.
I'm here to dance.
Wouldn't
All right.
the booze he has running through his system give him some better dance moves?
No.
I always dance better when I was drunk. I'm not gonna lie.
At least to you.
He might actually, with the way I have my stat sheets spread out, he might get some kind of bonus to it. I don't think so though. Okay, an 18. That's solid.
Let me see. There's Oh, there we go. Hold up. Where is that? Let me spend 3 MP to use my bust move movement action pirouette for increased dodge.
Nice.
You might want to move your token as well.
Yeah.
You have a bust a move pirouette action.
I have many dance actions.
Okay, as long as ballet isn't your only one.
Oh no.
I'd hope so, since yeah, I think it's based off a bard. But
I've never known a bard to take a hit before.
Melee bard's a thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
well, he's
College of Swords.
like a cross between a bard and a fighter. I think him like a hybrid class or a dual
Yeah.
classing.
Basically an anemic dex fighter with magic.
Anyways, the Ravager, he gets to the center of the stage, and well, actually, it's
Stage.
Cleopatra's turn. She does a pirouette and spins ribbons around her, and it seems to create a gust of wind. Although it didn't look as flashy as she liked, everybody roll Fortitude.
Me too.
Well, no, everybody in the stage.
Fortitude save.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm trying to blow you off.
I mean, yo, we haven't even met.
I was waiting for somebody to take it there. I really was.
That is a 26 Fortitude save.
You basically don't feel the wind. If anything, it's kind of refreshing.
He really is trying to blow you off.
His afro just kind of like poofs up even more because of the wind, but like he just doesn't even miss a beat.
It almost makes you look better, actually. Like there's wind blowing across you on the stage.
Yeah, just a dramatic flare.
Yeah.
Brush some of that glistening sweat off into the air to sparkle in the light.
Like the commercial when they turn the big fan on just so they get the wind
Yeah.
blowing behind them.
Exactly. The big sword guy, he falls down on his butt and he misses his turn. The radical hunk, actually, he gets disadvantaged because he does.
He was doing a handstand and then just blows him over.
He does yeah, that's exactly what I have written. He does a handstand and a backflip to avoid the gust of wind. Well, anyways, his first roll was high enough. Anyways, I was just rolling it with advantage. Anyways, he passes by it and gets a 9 on his score.
See, this is why I don't want to fight the radical hunk, because he's like Owen's little baby, and it's impossible to hurt that fucker.
It's not. He has a stat sheet. Anyways, the stages are beginning to transform and re-separate. Want to do anything again in between rounds? You can.
So everything I want to do now is during that round.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna say it's within the time frame of being during that round.
That's fine. Uh-oh.
Oh, I accidentally grabbed the state.
So yeah, Frequency and I walk up to this area.
I have to zoom back out. Give me a second.
All right.
And I have to zoom up on us. Do I see like? Am I getting approached? Is there a guard here or something? Like, do I...
Okay, as you approach it, you do see what looks to be somebody wearing a modified version of Force armor. You've never seen any Agent of Force dressed this way,
Even me?
including you.
Okay.
It seems sports inspired. Roll a perception check if you want to take a better look at it.
Sure. $18.
You can see that underneath the pauldrons, the helmet, the chest plate, which all seem football themed, there seems to be some sort of advanced synthetic Under Armour beneath all that getup. These guys are kitted out with something different than anything you've seen before. But other than their gear, you do see one Force soldier standing here, another standing here, and another standing here, although she seems to be smaller and is definitely not a dude, standing over here. And there's a big ass dog in the corner with a red cape, kind of chewing on some sort of metal object.
So as we're approaching the guard, I want to kind of like be looking past, and I want to see if I recognize anyone in there. And I ask Frequency to do that too. I'm like, hey, try to see if we know if anyone looks familiar in there.
So I get a bonus of 5 for trying to find anybody who matches my old dimension. So I'm gonna do that on the dog and the lady in the armor.
All right.
At 29.
Wow, all my guys roll really low perception checks, so they basically don't register you walking in. They're focused on the tournament.
I mean, that's the next thing we were going to do is walk in, but it was just... I wanted to like have an idea of who we wanted to talk to, or if we recognized anyone as we're walking in. Or, like, just before we walked in.
Who rolled what?
I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 29.
Okay, Sparkstorm, nobody's immediately recognizable except for the dog. Hard to miss. Actually, this is perception check. You don't recognize the dog. You just know it is a dog. Frequency, you recognize the dog for sure from your dimension. It's Sparky, the dog of thunder.
Figured.
He looks a bit bigger than last time you saw him.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl, have you ever seen Angelica Justice? Yeah, you've seen Lieutenant Liberty. She looks like her.
Yeah, she was Lieutenant Liberty when in my dimension. I didn't know her as Angelica. I knew her as Lieutenant Liberty.
She looks like the Lieutenant Liberty from your dimension.
I also knew that Lieutenant Liberty was brainwashed by the leader of Force to do what she was doing, and she didn't actually want to do any of it. Would I be able to put together that Lieutenant Liberty is Angelica Justice, or no?
Or is that her mom?
No, it was her. In my dimension, her.
You've never met Angelica Justice in this universe?
I followed her and Sparkstorm around for a while.
Yeah, they were chaperoning, quote unquote, chaperoning our date from a distance.
Yep, me and Barracuda.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, you recognize her right away.
Okay. I go to Sparkstorm, but I do recognize that she's in her Lieutenant Liberty gear, right? I understand that from my old dimension.
He's asking you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you recognize that.
Okay. So I go to Sparkstorm and I go, okay, good news, bad news situation here, kid.
What's that? Give me the bad news.
Your girlfriend's here.
Okay.
It's one and the same. Your girlfriend's here, but
and I get excited.
I don't think she's your girlfriend anymore.
Well, she was. Sorry, as a 16-year-old, she wasn't actually my girlfriend.
Oh well, I chuckle at him, but then I get a little actual serious because Lieutenant Justice was kind of fucked in my dimension, and it is one of the things that bugs me. I kind of pull his arm to back into the stage just a little bit before I continue talking.
What?
And then I kind of go through, the details of it. I run him through who Lieutenant Liberty was in my dimension, what happened to her, and how she was basically mind-controlled, if not actually mind-controlled, by General Justice in order to kill innocents, and that his girlfriend is now wearing her armor.
No, that can't be it. Like, no. She's here.
Yeah, right there, wearing Lieutenant Liberty's armor, which means Angelica Justice is Lieutenant Liberty, and if Lieutenant Liberty is as screwed in this dimension as she was in mine, she may not even know who you are.
Worth a shot.
Well, take your gamble. I'll be here to protect you, kid, but just know until we freed her, she was a killer.
So this dimension is a cross between your old dimension or universe and my universe.
Essentially, yeah, it's a few things in your dimension happen differently than my dimension, but all the key players are the same. Just different scenarios.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Let's head on in.
Okay, I follow him in. I keep my distance back, though. I want to be ready for anything, and I just kind of let him do his talking.
All right. As I said, the 4 soldiers are preoccupied with the tournament. You're free to greet them or address them as you see fit. They're not going to ignore you forever, though.
I'm just going to walk past him if he's not going to stop me.
Yeah, they're watching the match. They don't even see you.
So I walk in about here. Who's this person in the corner?
This is a statue of Anubis. It's not a person.
Oh, I actually want to take a look and just take a gander at the statue for a second because, we've seen, like, his statue's in a bunch of places in this world, right?
Yep.
Is this one the same as all of them, or?
It looks just the same as the other ones you've seen.
Okay. I mean, it's been a while. I just kind of want a refresher on what he looks like.
It is a bit weird how much detail went into the statue itself, but it is a statue.
So did Frequency point out that this one was the person he was talking about?
Yeah, he did mention her. Yeah, he told you everything he knows. He said that she's going to be brainwashed, she's not going to recognize you, but you have yet to discover that for yourself.
Yeah, but I just wanted him. I was more or less like, he saw her. I didn't see that was her. I just saw a person with a person. There was a female in there, so I was just making sure that he pointed out that this is the one that I'm looking for.
Yeah, he did.
So looking back to see if that Frequency is still like close, I kind of want to just approach her. I go, hey, you look familiar.
She was at that. She kind of looks up. You can see she was kind of just staring at the floor, not paying attention to the match the way the other guys were. And she looks up. She's like, surprised her. You can't see it, but her eyebrows raised because she's wearing something over her eyes. But you can see her eyebrows raised up. She's surprised. Chadwick? Chadwick?
And I just kind of say it like a little quieter, not to like. Hang on. I'm still feeling some intoxicants in here. Go. And Angelica, is that you?
Yeah. How'd you get here?
At that point, then like, I'm not as standoffish, so I get a little closer, so we don't have to yell. I'm like, I'm here helping a friend, and I heard that you might be here. I got really concerned. Like, how long have you been here?
It's been only a few days, maybe 3. It's hazy. Something about just being here makes it hard to remember things.
I think I get a little bit what you mean. But, like, you've been gone for, like, 3 weeks.
No way it's been that long.
Well, from back home, it was 3 weeks. I don't know if that turns out to be, if that's 3 days here. I don't, my whole time, the time has kind of been messed up after being in here.
It's possible time works differently here. I should have only been here about 2 days, which would have meant after the Maldroid attack, which I'm sure you were there for that. I didn't see you. It's only been about a week in real world time.
Meta-wise, I know that's not right?
Yeah. We
It's been
didn't even
at
follow
least
in
2 weeks?
until. Yeah, we didn't even follow in until at least a week after the attack. And then we've been here for a while too.
Feel free to call her out on that.
I don't, I'm not
I
gonna
got
like,
it covered.
call her out. I'm just gonna be like, oh, so like
Thank you.
that attack happened 3 weeks ago. So each day that you've been here must have been a week's worth in the real world. If that's when you showed up here.
That's insane. No, there's something about this place that's messing with my memory. There's days I can't remember. A lot of them, I think.
What's with the? Go ahead.
How are you here? Why are you here?
That is a long story that we probably don't have time for because we're in the middle. I'm sure we only have a limit of time to talking here. But yeah, like I said, I'm helping a friend out, and they brought us in here too because we were looking for someone.
Okay, well, I'm here because I think my father's doing some things that he shouldn't be doing. I think maybe he's confused. I don't know if he's being manipulated by somebody, but I can join force. Maybe I can help him.
Is your father here too?
No, he's still in the real world. And he doesn't know that I'm his daughter. I'm listing as a nobody force soldier right now.
That explains the get
As
up.
far as he's concerned, I might have died during the Maldroid attack. I blew up a grenade in my room.
Then how did you
I
get
survived.
here?
I was doing a little underground investigating while I was in high school, and I found a lab underneath Maltech facility. I might have stolen a device from there that acts as a portal.
Is it meta-wise? That's how we got in, right?
We got in through Mr. Gadgets.
That's not the. Oh, okay, the Batman cave. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gizmo Man cave.
Yeah.
Meltech is the place that we fought right before that, right?
Yep.
Okay. You go. Oh. Okay. I did look for you to make sure you were right, and I saw the explosion in your room. I saw that you weren't there, or your body wasn't there. So I've also been kind of looking to see if where you ended up. How do you plan on getting home?
I had a plan. I can't remember it. Like I said, something about this place, it just turns you all around.
Does she have a communication device?
Oh, that fucking biscuit.
Be like, here, wait, here's my number, type of thing.
All right. You send her gridometer information. She's like, that's a bit different than what we have. She pulls out some sort of device. It looks like a giant, old-ass cell phone. She's like, this is a Maltech communicator. A Mal communicator. I didn't name it. Here, I'll put your information into it.
I go, let me do it.
By all means, she gives it to you.
And I want to put it in encrypted. So that like someone else who, if they get a hold of this, they can't grab like just trace me.
Smart.
So I want to put it in encrypted. And I got her. I'm like, I put it under Sparky. I'm like, and I tell her, I'm like, I'm putting it under Sparky, and the pin to access it is the 4 digits of your address from back home.
Well, roll tech for encryption, since you're not entirely familiar with this device to begin with. You only have so much time to fidget with it.
Yep. $17.
You kind of get the gist of it. In a jiffy, you manage to encrypt a message. It's not the cleanest encryption, but she's smart and she can figure out how to, access the information you put into it.
Yeah, so I do that and I send a message to me so that it pops up on my gridometer. And I should hear a bink, and then they're like, okay, we have communication now. I think I have a plan of how to get out of here. So if you'd like to join me when that time comes, I can reach out to you. Or you reach out to me if you're having issues.
I would love to. It can't happen until this ArenaCon thing is over. I remember that much. My mission was to help us win this thing. Or at least keep that Anubis guy entertained for a week.
I chuck him like, don't worry, we're here for the same thing. And I kind of I'm like, it's really good to see you, Angelica. I must be going. And then as I'm walking backwards, I'm like, no, don't get this wrong. We're the ones winning this tournament. And I kind of give her like a wink, and I like walking backwards to like get to frequency. Like, yeah. I mean, it's all for the show, right? Like, but we know who's going to win. As I'm laughing.
For the show, Sparkstorm. She laughs as you leave.
Well, I hope she doesn't say Sparkstorm, because that part was still supposed to be low key. But yeah.
Oh,
the rest of it's for
Chadwick.
Like, in case anyone. No, not even Chadwick. Like, she's not supposed to respond. It was just like the whole show. Like, I was purposely like louder and as I'm walking away in case anyone picked up the fact that like I was like some random person was talking to her. So
yeah, nobody heard anything.
So I say that I'm saying stuff like that as we're leaving. And I meet up with Frequency.
All right, and with that, it's time for round 3 of the dance-off. Sledgehammer Disco.
Is it understandable that we can get to our seats? Because like that technically would have been like the break in the action.
I'll give you time to get to your seats.
So that we could get to our seats.
Roll performance. You're still dancing here.
Oh, it had to happen. Wait, you gave me advantage because of the cheer that was going on.
Not yet.
Okay, well.
Your team's working on riling up the crowd. They've only caught their attention.
Well, I regret to inform you that the roll was not on my side this time.
Unfortunate.
Can't win them all.
No, you cannot. Alright, and with that, Cleopatra, her routine is more ballet. Ooh, that's a good one. The crowd's starting to catch on. They're starting to admire her performance. She's doing really well this round.
I wish to continue the chant after I get back to my seat.
the sword guy, Big Sword, they don't continue their chant yet. You got to keep working the crowd.
Yeah.
Big Sword gets up. He was thrown on an ass by that gust of wind from Cleopatra, and he begins to try to do the disco again. He actually gets a strong recovery. The crowd's enthralled by his robotic movements.
He's a damn robot. Dirty cheater.
I mean, yeah, he's inherently a little bit better at this than most people. And the radical hunk has summoned a basketball and is juggling and spinning it perfectly while doing his breakdance routine before flicking it into a glowing hoop that he summoned that's midair.
That's not dance.
That's Globetrotters. Come on.
Ooh, he's really picking up steam. He's been dancing while doing that. It's just been kind of like weaving that basketball in between his like arms and back and however else he's moving on the ground.
Still not dance.
And with that, you guys are free to work the crowd again.
Yeah, I worked
Those
the crowd. If Frequency's helping me, I initially rolled a 10, but if he's helping me to get, I rolled a 19.
Get advantage.
So if I get advantage, it's a 19. But
Yeah. All right. The crowd starts rooting you on, and give yourself a temporary +1 to performance disco.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you see the crowd starts uttering the chant. They're starting to catch on.
Also, during that walk back, I explained to Frequency that, yeah, so she recognized me. We had a good talk. She feels like she spent here 3 days. She can't remember a lot. I explained to her that it was 3 weeks since for us at least, or for me, since the Madroid attack. And she doesn't know how to get back, and I explained, like, yeah, she used Maltech, the place that was like in the basement of Mel place that we fought. She apparently stole something out of there, and that's how she got here. But yeah, she doesn't have a way back, but she's on guard until the end of the week.
I recall from my previous thing, based on just my own personal knowledge, that the way General Justice controlled her was by erasing her memory for the day he was using her. So I state that, after Chadwick tells me everything, that it's not this place that's messing with her memory. It's General Justice is starting to dig his claws in. So I get that she wants to do this for her father, but if we don't secure her soon, it'll be much harder to do so. But I leave the choice ultimately up to you. She wasn't one of the people I came to rescue. So yeah.
Wait, what part of do this for her father are you talking about?
You said, well, you filled me in on the information. You said she was, I don't know. I'm assuming you told me that she told you that she was undercover in force to try to help her dad. If you didn't tell me, then I take back my statement.
No, if I would have said anything, I would have said that she said General Justice is back or her dad's not in this world.
Okay. Well, either way, the other part with the memory loss does stick. That's how it was in my dimension. She would lose time, and usually the times she couldn't remember were the times she was being controlled. General Justice had a keyword. Whenever he spoke that word, it was like flipping a switch in her brain.
Okay. Yeah, that was that was during the intermission of the last time, so that was before this changing. Yeah, so
It was all on the walk back to our seats.
All right.
Other than that, I'm working the crowd while we're on this break.
All right. Roll another inspire check. Wait.
D20.
Yeah.
Is it H? Plus.
I got a 6.
Can I roll again? How do you roll advantage? D20 H?
DH1. No, wait, no. Just D1.
D1 plus 1.
Let me see. Oh, 2d20 D1.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise it's dropping the one that you rolled.
13.
The crowd is still rooting their champ for Sledgehammer. You don't really do anything to rile them up further than they already are.
Okay.
Alright. The next match begins. Sledgehammer. The stages move back together again.
Alrighty.
Alright. You may begin your action.
I try to dance a little bit better than I did last round. And fail. Wow, that's cool.
Oof.
The
Nat
dice have
one.
turned.
Is that your additional plus 1 as well?
Yeah.
Alright.
Or nat 1 plus
Something's not
9.
right.
It's still a 10, which is decent. And since
I mean, the
Donnie
last one was
doesn't
nat
do
one
nat
plus
ones.
That's my second nat 1 in a row.
Ooh, ouchie.
Yeah, it's impressive.
That just means nat 20s after this.
You might need it now. You were doing really good at the start. Anyways, the routines continue. Cleopatra, she must have run out of those ribbons because she just does another pirouette. Ooh. Without the flash of the ribbons, it doesn't resonate with the crowd quite as much as it did before. The big sword tries to take a big swing at everybody. Roll fortitude. He's using a wide swing on everybody on the stage.
That is 12.
All right. You take 7 damage, minus that from your DR. He's literally just trying to hurt the people on stage right now. Everybody else manages to completely dodge that swing, wasting a 19, a 20. Oh, the hunk actually gets hit.
About damn time.
Wait, that can happen?
Yeah.
That's not good.
As he's doing a handstand and flipping around his ball, he kind of gets hit in the wrist while he's like doing a handstand, flips and almost falls on his butt before catching himself on his foot. But it does throw him off before he can whip out his next dance move. So he tries to play it off cool, but you can tell he's a little bit flustered after that. And the glow that was building from his body, it was starting to glow, radioactive style. It's dying down a little bit. And the hunk rolls. Yep. Yeah, his dance doesn't really do so well on account of that. Right. And with that, the stages start to separate again. Round 5 is about to begin. There are 6 rounds total. This is the second last round. Fellas in the crowd, do you want to try and do anything?
Yeah. I just say we keep doing what we've been doing.
I get an 8 this time.
Holy shit. It's all on me, and I've been rolling shit. Especially since I don't have an inspiration modifier. 16.
I say you were bringing us down before, and now we're relying on you to turn it around.
Good enough to keep the chant going.
I start chanting, and like I'm like not I'm losing my own inspiration, and then I hear Frequency chanting even louder than me, and I'm feeling a little better.
The crowd keeps rolling with it. All right, Sledgehammer, roll performance.
God.
Unless you guys want to do anything else.
Nope.
No, I mean I'm here for the
Whatever.
show now.
Hey,
Hot
that's
damn.
better.
Coming out strong.
Here with Frequency, we were just relying on him.
Need a little bit of that boost from Frequency.
Did you see what he rolled?
Nice.
Cleopatra's ballet is starting to catch on too, though. Big Sword continues with the robot. It's doing okay.
Not as good as Sledgehammer's robot earlier.
No, and he's basically wasted 2 rounds trying to sabotage everyone else. And the hunk has regained his glow, and his breakdance is starting to really just get really complex. See if the crowd likes that. Yeah, he's glowing. He's glowing, and he's getting faster with his movements, and the crowd's really cheering that on. And with that, the stages grow back together again for the final round of dancing off. Oop, oop, oop. Sledgehammer. Roll performance.
Oh, come on, dice.
I also get a 19 for the crowd.
Oh yeah. Give yourself a +2 this time instead of a +1.
Can I keep the roll?
Yeah.
Okay, so that turns to a 26 instead
Sweet.
of a 25.
All right. Bada bing, bada boom.
When your groove hits a wall, who are you gonna call? Sledgehammer!
Sledgehammer.
When your groove hits a wall, who are you gonna call? Sledgehammer!
Sledgehammer. Okay, Cleopatra coming in strong with more ballet. But this time she's doing the ribbon twirl again. Roll a
Found
reflex
another
check.
ribbon.
Oh, she must have summoned it. It seems to be made of technology. It's like got a bunch of pixels and stuff on it.
I got blown up.
Everybody roll reflex.
Reflex, my only weakness.
Yeah, eater.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oof. That is a 13.
All right. You kind of fall down, you lose your footing, fall on your butt for a second before getting yourself back up and continuing to dance. But you can see it, the crowd didn't quite like that. Thing is, that happened to everybody else too.
Oh, they all got wrecked.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm getting everybody's score got deducted a little bit from that. And the sword guy tries to. He doesn't even try to swing anybody, he just tries doing the disco again.
Ah, he just learned his lesson.
And the hunk is trying to continue breakdancing. Right, he didn't let his glow die down. For the brightest round this match, he dances loud and proud with an incredible. He jumps on a trampoline. A trampoline gets summoned underneath him, and he does 3 somersault flips into a superhero landing. And that's his closer. And with that, the stage comes to a round. I mean, the tournament comes to an end. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. All right. Everybody's welcome to get off stage and regroup with their team. The winner is. I got to do a little bit of math here. I mean, I think because I've been tallying your scores, but 26.
I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm trying to get the crowd chanting.
Everybody's still chanting as everybody's going to their seats. Ooh, wow. Ooh, Disco with a combined score of 87. We have Cleopatra with a score of. And give me a second. 18 plus 6 plus 18 plus 21 plus 23. Ooh, not far behind with an 81. Wow. Big Sword with a combined total of.
This guy's got to have sucked it up at least.
30.
Oh, there we go.
Better than luck next time, buddy. All right, and then Radical Hunk with a combined score of
79.
I don't know.
12. 52.
6 plus 19 plus 20.
Uh-oh.
It was 82, but after falling on his butt, his score got deducted to a 77.
Nice. Way to pull the win.
So yeah, Team Gizmo, first place, currently leading in the ArenaCon.
Even louder, and I start chanting even louder.
Everybody's cheering. When you're with a wall, who do you call? Sledgehammer. You know, everybody's.
When your group hits a wall, who do you gonna call? Sledgehammer. When your group hits a wall, who are you gonna call? Sledgehammer.
Everybody's loving it. Right now, the follow-up teams are the Moderators, followed by Force, with the Ravagers taking it up the rear.
Kind of figured that would be the case, to be honest.
So I go to Frigates. I'm like, so do we want to head back to the room and wait for him there?
Yeah.
Can we buy any
that
like
sounds like a good idea.
streamers or something anywhere? Just like blinging out the room.
I mean, that would be in the memorabilia shop.
It's all the way on the other side. I don't think we got time to go there first. I asked Frequency, should we get some like streamers and stuff first?
No, tell me where the booze condo is. That's what he's gonna want.
Oh, yeah, good point. We're gonna walk past it on the way down. So, Frequency and I make our way to the booze, so he can buy him a celebratory drink.
Yeah, I do that. I buy him a drink.
As you get there, you can roll a perception check.
Nine.
All right, you're sitting there waiting for people to get off of the stage and meet you over there. Sledgehammer just goes kind of hard to miss.
We were gonna wait for him in the room.
Oh, in the room.
Yeah, figured
They're
that'd be
gonna wait
easier.
and
Grab a drink and meet him in the room.
Okay.
Been to enough of these that like don't really have to be there when we get off the stage because that's a lot of people usually.
All right, you guys can wait for him in the room. Disco, you're getting off the stage. I don't know how quickly you're making it anywhere. Where do you want to go first?
I'm hitting up the bar, seeing if I can get a bottle of Goldschlager, and then I'll head back to the room.
Well, you're getting doubly drunk now, aren't you?
Right. I'll just say you make it there slightly after they do. You miss some. So you get to the bar. Roll perception, Sledgehammer.
All right. Two.
You don't notice anything else. Some other people are coming up to the bar, get some drinks. Anyways, that's going to be what? What was it last time? $10 for a Tall Island or something?
Oh, this will be a
Long
bottle-
Island?
A bottle of Goldschlager.
Oh, Goldschlager.
An entire bottle.
Entire bottle. These guys don't have a concept of alcohol and worth. They're going to charge the same thing, $10.
Got it.
I mean, last time they charged us $10, but we got to pour our own, so they would never make it in a college town.
And no complaints here.
The guy looks at you and says, "Would you like one of my burgers? I've gotten better."
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'll take 3 of them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you did it.
Very well. I look forward to the customer review, sir. That'll be $15 total.
All right.
And you see him beep, bop, boop on his 3D printer, and 3 smoking burgers come out, but they have absolutely zero smell.
All right. I'll bring these back to the other fellas. Compliments to the chef.
Yes. Servertron 6000 is quite happy to serve, and he passes the box that 3D printed everything.
All right. Have a good one.
You too, customer.
Back to the room.
Oh, as you pass, somebody at the bar just says, "Hey, good game, bro."
Do I recognize them?
He's got long blonde hair.
It's
You
the
probably,
hunk.
you probably put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, it was a good time. Looking forward to the next time we compete.
Same here. My rest of my team ain't no slouches. Oh, sorry, I'm getting accents mixed up. Rest of my team's pretty good, buddy. Look forward to the rest of this tournament.
Same here. Fist bump them. And go about my business.
All right.
Really hoping that you would pull off that like those people in movies that are like in the zone at all times for the disco, and everything you come out is some form of disco slang. Like,
I'm
yeah.
not sure if I'm allowed.
I'd allow it.
So I get back to the room. Hey guys, I got lunch. Air quotes.
Now, I never experienced these plastic burgers, and I don't think I've eaten in like 3 days. So I nabbed that shit.
You guys eat it.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody
Rebel,
roll.
thank you. Fortitude, you said?
Yep.
Fortitude for a burger? Oh my god.
I'm waiting to see how this pans out.
I apparently have
Since
a
he offered to eat it, I want to see if they actually have improved. Sorry, I don't.
I got a nat 1.
Poor test subject.
Yeah.
Poor you. The lack of smell and the utter lack of taste kind of makes you just spit it out right away.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. And I go, what are you feeding me? God damn.
Does anybody else want to try it?
Yeah, I mean, he's quicker than me, so he just grabs and takes a huge bite. So I'm like more cautiously, like I grab it, and I'm like, because I'm also kind of hungry.
See that as you actually take some time to appreciate it, the lettuce at least tastes like lettuce this time.
I go, well, Disco, there have been improvements. That's the best I can say about this.
If you say so, I'm gonna take a bite and think the happiest thoughts I can.
There is something
Fortitude
organic
save?
on here.
There's a 23.
You can see, upon deeper inspection, swishing the food around your mouth, testing the palate, the bacon actually has a bit of flavor. It's subtle, but it's there.
Think bacony thoughts.
just grab that straw, hold on to it, and don't let go.
You actually feel a little bit nourished from that sledgehammer. Gives you a temporary +5 hit points for the next day, since you haven't eaten in like forever.
It's the fact that I did taste something organic. I'm like, I'm just gonna eat this anyways. Like the first one, that was bad. This one, I'm like, I'm in the same boat with them. I'm starving.
It does fill you up. You don't really feel nourished by it. Frequency's repulsed by it.
I mean, that's fair.
Day
And
one.
there you go.
But yeah, we cheer. Like that, you're fantastic out there, man.
I hand him the booze I bought him.
What did you get me?
I'll just go with a Long Island since that what Sparkstorm remembered you buying.
Oh, fair. Thanks. I'll go ahead and slam that. So what's tomorrow's event?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing my race. Get that off the board.
That should be quick.
I do actually laugh at that.
Fantastic.
How do we
Yeah,
pick it
slam that
again?
Long Island.
Hmm?
What was that?
Oh, I slammed that Long Island.
All right. And with that, the night is getting on. I would love to continue. We can pick this up next week. We do have to wrap this up for the guys who have work tomorrow.
Does Ramsey pick it now, or is that just meta?
Uh,
I thought we
Meta
picked it last
wise-
We've
time.
registered.
meta-wise, you make your vote in the morning. I'm going to say it's the teams all vote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how it's decided. And if there's ever a tie, Ramsey's is a tiebreaker on what event actually happens.
Though in complete meta-ness and the metaverse, that vote doesn't really matter. It all depends on what we pick.
Yeah, you guys are pretty much always going to be the tiebreaker unless extenuating circumstances come up. Completely meta.
Yeah, I thought we did it the night before. I couldn't remember if it was the night before, day of, morning of.
Doesn't matter. There's a window. There's a window where you can vote in the morning or the night before. But you guys didn't vote now, so it might as well just be next morning.
Well, yeah, nice dancing disc give. If that's
That was pretty funky.
Donnie, take us out of the podcast and stuff, and then we can call it a night.
Okay, and with that, day one of ArenaCon comes to an end. Our heroes have come out first place, starting out strong. But how will they fare in the upcoming matches? And what other twists and turns might come up during the entirety of ArenaCon? Find out next time on Powerless. And with that, our session comes to a close for the evening.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Hey, that was a good event that you made up. I liked it.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'm gonna try and
actually
be
did pretty good.
nice. So I wanted it to be more interesting, just instead of just like rolling checks. So I was just like, hey, let's throw a few some stuff into here to spice it up.
No, I played up very well.
Awesome. I really like that you guys did things in between the rounds. It really made it much more interesting too, much more dynamic.
I mean, yeah, we're in there
So-
right now. Yeah, start a chant. Half.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was really close too.
Yeah, it was. Well, it wouldn't have been if the dice rolls were with me. But man, those two nat ones, like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, that was ooh.
It's a little touch and go in the middle there, yeah.
Yeah, at first I was just like, oh man, he's got this in the bag, and then I start going on like, maybe not so much.
Right.
Anyways, that doesn't change things. I'm not gonna change what I have planned, but like, gosh, this isn't looking good.
A solid
That's the
finish.
same way I felt when you guys were fighting the elemental and Bork was the only one doing damage. So I was like, "Fuck, this is gonna be the Magma elemental," but I wasn't about to change.
Yeah, so I was just like, I was there too. I was like on the edge of my seat, like, oh gosh, darn, please roll well next round.
Yeah, here's what it is.
Yeah,
Alright.
so
I will talk to you three later. Are we playing Friday this week?
No.
I'd be cool with that. No?
No.
I'm gonna be gone Friday.
So Thursday.
Saturday or Sunday also work.
Well, no, I'm going to. I won't be back till Sunday night. So probably
Okay,
not the weekend.
I actually have off scheduled next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Well, screw you very much.
Saying
I'd prefer
we could play
Thursday.
Wednesday. We could do Thursday. I'd be down playing Thursday.
If that works for everyone else, but we can figure
That's
that out.
good for me.
Yeah, keep it
I'm good
tentative.
for Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
So
So
either of those works.
tentatively Thursday. We'll set it now, and we'll go on from there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great, sounds good. I'm going to try and get that Audacity thing thrown into. Oh, okay. Hold on. How did I do this last time? I'm going to try and get that thing to you in a timely manner this time, Borg.
Yeah, that works. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go eat.
right.
So
Yep.
y'all
Talk to
have
y'all
a
later.
good night.
All right,
Later.
you too.
Yeah, these for some reason Sour Patch Kids are addicting for me lately. But I'm gonna sign off. Hope y'all have a good rest of your night.